All right. Welcome everyone. Hello, Jeff. I believe Jeff Adams is in there somewhere. How you doing, buddy? I'm trying to bring up my agenda. Let's see. I can rock without it if I don't have it. All right. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm going to rock on. Well, hey, again, BeLive, happy birthday. Well, 1 year. The way my show came together is I was fascinated with live streaming. Started watching it about 2 years ago with Periscope and Meerkat and those types of tools. But I didn't really have a personal brand to promote and share with people. So once I got turned on to BeLive, let me see if I can bring this up. All right, here we go. Add to broadcast. Actually, I don't know how I stumbled across BeLive, but I remember distinctly. It was a show, BeLive Weekly, with Jeff Adams and Stephen Healy, who I call the British Bulldog. And I thought, how fascinating. I didn't really like holding the camera, smartphone up in front of my face and talking to, I didn't know who I was really talking to. But when I saw the interaction between Jeff and Stephen, and I saw the platform of BeLive, kind of a light bulb came on. And prior to that, I'd produced a show where I had a camera crew follow me around. We did about 8 episodes for the trucking industry called Trucker Tech with John Piper. And that was fun. We had success. It was on someone else's digital network. However, I didn't control the content, and it was really hard to record the content, do take after take after take, post-production edit. And when I saw how BeLive, we could do a live stream, a live show like we are tonight, and I didn't have to edit anything afterwards. Hey, I thought, man, that is for me, having a platform that's simple. So the way my show came together, and to start a show from scratch, you'll see this picture in here. There was a longtime sports writer named Adam Bodecker. Let me see if I can pull up the agenda. Here we go. Jeff, man, you're like magic. Appreciate that. Here we go. And see, this is perfect. I am not a producer. I'm fairly technical, but when it comes to audio and video, I'm very new to this. So on the fly with a live production, I'm able to produce my own show with the help of Jeff Adams, of course. So appreciate that, Jeff. So there was a longtime sports writer, Adam Bodecker, who covered the high school sports scene here. And I met him through some public address work I did at our local high school. I knew he was both a football and a baseball guy. And we were just having coffee one day. Matter of fact, that picture is us having coffee up on the Denton, Texas town square. And we talked a little bit about the show. And he said, let me think about it. And that was on a Friday. Come Monday, he said, hey, let's give it a shot. So I never would have done it by myself. I don't think he would have done it by himself. But together, we're able to brand a show and produce it called the Denko Gridiron Show. And here's a gentleman, Hank Norman, who I got introduced again through social. And he's produced some of Oprah Winfrey's shows. Early on, he did The View in New York. He lives in New York City. I have met him once in Dallas. But I would reach out to him. And that's a testament to the whole live streaming community, that people are there to help each other. Hank, that show I produced, I had to submit some video to him, and he gave me some ideas and some things to do. But he said, you know what? Just hit the record button and go do it. And I appreciate you, Hank Norman. He's based in New York City and has a media company. So that's fantastic. Couple things, partnering with others. I talked about Adam. That was key. Together we built this thing from scratch. We have a Facebook page now, an Instagram page, and Twitter, and you'll see that there. And we're able to get content out to all mediums. We're not doing live streaming to the other channels yet. I think Facebook's a great way to engage the community, and that's what our show is all about, is a community and leveraging other folks in the community. I've lived in the area for 20 years. So I was able to reach out to the community and get some followers that way. So appreciate that, Mamo. We got Mamo Billy joining us here. Appreciate that. All right. And you guys post any comments or questions you have as we go. And the key here, branding. Again, we started this thing from scratch. 12 weeks ago, no one had heard of the Denko Gridiron Show. So we're producing some hats. You see a local friend of mine does some creative work. Manny Herrera created a logo for us. We've got branding across all the channels, the social media, and we talk about it each week so people know about the show. So that's important in our community. We're also partnering with some interns. These are 2 high school students that go to one of the high schools. They do some sideline reporting for us. That's phenomenal. They have a reach too. They have a social media reach that I don't have. And it's just been real powerful of the community. We probably have 5 or 6 interns that help us with our show, as well as the Advanced Technology Campus and the Denton ISD. That's a picture of Lake Dallas High School. So I mentioned earlier, we have 9 high schools that we cover, and all those people are big into Texas high school football. So they come out, they support the show. We have live guests actually in my studio. Adam, my co-host, he joins from another studio, and it really creates fan engagement. I've created a new segment called the Fan Zone. So we bring on, other guests, fans in the community, and we kind of advertise as you never know what you're going to get. It's live video, right? So there can be train wrecks, as all you guys know. Yeah, that's right. We got several comments. I appreciate that. So it's been real fun doing this. And again, I wouldn't have done it by myself. There's local media guys. Here's an example of the Advanced Technology Center. It looks like a sports center type set. We're able to produce some very professional content through BeLive. Now, granted, this picture here was not done with BeLive, but you get the point. We're trying to produce a professional show. BeLive, the platform, BeLive.tv enables me to produce, I'm the producer of the show, every week, a professional show that is seen. We're averaging, I think this last show we have over 2,600 views on a Wednesday night live at 8 p.m. So with that, I do want to share, and one of the reasons I want to start this show is to help other businesses, people that don't have a personal brand, that want to personalize their business and reach their community. Most businesses, small businesses, reach out, to a 10-mile radius from their location. And, that's the reason I set this up, as well as, reaching out to the community. So with that, Jeff, I'm up for any questions, comments anyone wants to share, and we'll get us back on schedule. Again, it's been so much fun producing the Denko Gridiron Show. As you can see, my set behind us, we've got several football helmets that are out there. We've got another head coach coming in this week to be with us in studio, and it's just a lot of fun. The community supportive of it, and that's what it's all about. And we're gonna actually have a live. There's my man Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, man. Yo. I was checking out the set behind there, all the football helmets you got going on there.
Yeah. Hey, I did want to show. I don't know if I have time to show one more picture. We're doing a live remote. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Just like I just started really producing the show. We're in our 9th episode tomorrow, actually Wednesday night, Jeff. And let me see if I can bring that up.
You got it?
I got it. I'll get us back. And we're going to do a live remote, much like a radio station would do, or a check this out, Jeff. I wish you lived a little closer. You'd enjoy having brunch with us. Let's see if I can bring that up to the broadcast. Let's see here.
Where it be, yo?
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. This is a unique. There's some fans we had at a game. There's a fan that we gave a hat to. But here we go. Verse Grill and Tavern there in Highland. But check out that patio, Jeff. We're going to set up underneath that big screen.
Oh, that's nice.
And me and my co-host, we're going to, obviously we have to have a Ethernet cable to plug in, but we're going to have a bunch of folks there having brunch with us on a Saturday morning, drinking coffee. Some of them may have some Bloody Marys. I don't know.
Oh.
And talk Texas high school football along with college game day. And that's what it's all about, the fan engagement and, getting the community involved, whether it's your community locally or, in the UK or wherever it might be with BeLive.tv, man, it's endless what can happen. We had people join us the other day from Houston, Kansas City that knew the coach that we had on, so they were plugged in through the tool. It was phenomenal, man.
Question, you do a high school football show.
Yes, sir.
And since I'm from Florida, bigger, Texas high school football or Florida football?
You know what? As you would agree, I've tried to get you on the show a couple times to talk about that.
I'm just curious.
You're always busy.
Florida.
We have to say Texas. Hey, hats off to Florida and California. Some of the top recruits do come out of Florida. Actually, one of our players here locally is at the IMG Academy. You may have heard of that. One of the top class of 2019 players in the country, Noah Kane, is at the IMG Academy down there in Florida. A lot of good talent comes out of Florida, no doubt, but I'd probably have to give the thumbs up to Texas. I don't have any empirical data on that, Jeff, but come on. Hey, I try to get my hair to look like yours tonight. What do you think?
I'm just hanging on to my hair. If you up here, I have a built-in yarmulke on the top of my head, and so I'm just I like to, if I have hair, I like to keep it, and I like to crop it up, just enjoying it, because I'm not going to have it for much longer, folks.
Hey, and I applaud you. I was sending you some messages. I popped on, I think, the first broadcast this morning at 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. Yeah, and you've been going at it a long time, and that's lessons to be learned. When you're producing, sometimes you don't always feel like doing it, right?
Well, you get tired. You have to coach yourself, but you know what? When you love something so much, it's not really work, And the only thing I ever fear doing these things, because I think it was earlier this morning, my voice started to go because I was talking too much. I'm like, oh no, I need my voice. So luckily, everybody showed up that was doing the broadcast, and I could conserve my voice a little bit, because that would not have been good. But that was my only fear. When you talk, you talk too much. I've done long broadcasts before. I did an 8-hour live stream where it's just me on the camera.
Oh, wow.
And they would do probably 2-minute commercial breaks on the top of the hour. It was out in NAB in Vegas. And so I'm very familiar with it, but it was 4 days straight. After the fourth day, my voice was a little ripped. So I'm thankful that there's so many great broadcasters coming in and being a part of this birthday bash celebration at BeLive.tv.
So what do you recommend? That's a good point. When someone's a little under the weather, they're not feeling it as far as, kind of getting their vocal cords ready, or if they're a little hoarse, any recommendations for us?
There's lots of things. I mean, rest more than anything is rest your vocal cords. People want to drink honey tea and things like that, but honey teas never did anything for me. Just vocal rest, because you depend on this. You don't realize how much you depend on your voice when you lose it. And I at one year on Vegas, I did lose my voice. It was like 3 years ago. I was doing a live radio interview. We had video, and we were doing a feed with radio, and my voice just went. It was like the desert air, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm lucky the guy saw what happened to me. I was hosting, and he just kind of started talking, and then I had to chuck, and it was gone, but rest is always the key.
Awesome. Well, hey, how many more hours of the BeLive birthday do you have to go before you can kind of just go and take a deep breath?
We got an hour and about an hour and 35 minutes left on the schedule, but I'm sure we'll probably go over a little bit. People are running behind. I've got next guests that are supposed to be here that are not here. People popping up.
Sure. Late. I'll hang out with you for a minute if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk and talk about live streaming. So if you guys are not familiar, you're watching this right now and you're saying, what is this? Well, this is a platform called BeLive.tv, and we are celebrating right now the BeLive birthday bash. We're 1 year old here at BeLive, and it is a celebration, folks. It is a celebration. And so we're celebrating 1 year. I remember when BeLive was a little baby and you had to take a little pacifier. No, I said that because that's what it sounds like, a 1 year old. But 1 year old, there's so much growth in 1 year with this platform. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been an amazing journey. I approached them last October about doing an anchor show here, and we did BeLive Weekly, which Joel just took over recently. He's like 3 episodes in. We launched that last, I think it was the last week of October or maybe first week of November. But it's been an amazing ride, and now there's 5 shows that BeLive.tv gets behind every single week now, and it's been an amazing journey. And the community, the team got on at 4:30 from Israel today, and they were just talking about this platform, how it's so true. It's not about what sets this platform apart is it's not. I mean, the tools and the resources to produce a Facebook Live are so important to have, but it's the community behind this effort that makes this so special, because it's just networking. We all in this together. We private message each other, and we say, hey man, I got this going on, and it's just a community support, which is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm flip-flopping, and I see Maria Flynn's in there.
Hey, actually, Jeff, you've got some folks in now. Well, hey, I just want to thank you to BeLive family and you, Jeff, for all you do, and happy birthday, BeLive.
Awesome. Thanks, John.